we're going to talk about these words that are something, nobody, and anywhere. So what do they mean, these words? So if you have a look at, when you say something, you're talking about an object. So if we look at on the bottom where it says something, nobody, anywhere. So I'd like to do something exciting. That means you want to do something, but you're not sure what. It's just something. So it's like saying a plan, something. I want something to eat. So you're not sure what, but something to eat. So some type of food. Or if I say, I need to do something around the house. So you don't know what activity exactly, but it's an activity. That's what it means. So that's how we use something. Nobody means no one, so not a person. And anywhere means any place. We don't know which place. So these are not very specific. We're not specifically talking about somewhere, anywhere, or nobody. So that's how we say these words. But let's look at the grammar and you'll understand a little more what I mean. So if I show you here, something, nobody, anywhere. So when we say any, we know that we use it in a negative way, in a negative sentence or as a question. So for example, anybody is the same as saying anyone. So if I put any and one together, anybody, anyone, that's talking about a person. Okay, so does anybody know the answer? Does anybody have a pen? Does anybody want some coffee? So I'm talking to a person because you could see the ending to this word, anybody. Okay, so that means it's a person, anybody, or you could say anyone, it's the same. Now, if I say anywhere, it's talking about a place, but it's not specific. So for example, let's go somewhere on the weekend. Where? Anywhere. It's not specific. It's just saying, I don't know, like whichever place, like you're not specific which place. Anywhere, any place. That's what it means. Now, if I say anything, this ending tells me that I'm talking about an object or activity. So anything. And it's an object or an activity. So maybe I'm saying, does anyone want anything to drink? So coffee, tea, you're not specific. It's just saying anything. So the person can answer, yes, I will have whatever, because you're not asking specifically, do you want coffee? Do you want tea? You're just saying, do you want anything? Like something. It's not specific. It's, do you need anything? Okay, so that's how we use the word any to say anybody, which is the same as anyone, anywhere, and anything. Okay, so these words again, anybody or anyone, anywhere, and anything. Now, if I say somebody, that means I'm talking about a person. And again, it's not really specific. It's like, it's used in a positive sentence, like, does somebody have a pen? Does somebody know where the church is? So I'm asking a person, but not specifically a person. So I'm just like asking if maybe there's a lot of people. So I'm saying, of all these people, does somebody know where the bus is? Does somebody know where the hotel is? Okay, so it's just somebody. Again, you can say someone. It's the same as saying someone. Does someone have a map? Does someone have the time? Okay, so it must mean that there are many people, but I'm asking, of the many people, does someone in the group, and then whatever I want to ask, have the time, know where the church is, has a pen. So whatever I'm asking. Now, if I say somewhere, so somewhere is about a place. We know that where, this ending, is talking about a place. So for example, I'm going somewhere on the weekend. So you're not specific. You're not saying exactly the place, just somewhere. Okay, a place. That's all it means. I'm going to a place. I'm going somewhere. And the last one that we have is something. So something is talking about an object or an activity. So for example, if I say to someone, do you want something to eat? So that's very common. Your mum will always say to her child, do you want something? Do you need something? So it just means something, like, do you need some food, or do you want something like a phone or an object, a book? Okay, so you're not sure what. It's not specific. And no, if I said nobody, we use this in positive, but the meaning is negative. For example, no one, because remember, you can say nobody or no one. They're the same words. It's talking about a person. So it's in a positive, but the meaning is negative. For example, no one came to my party. No one said goodbye to me. No one gave me their phone. No one gave me their book. No one helped me. Okay, it's not specific to talking about a person, just of all the people, no one, and then it's a negative thing. You're saying no one helped me. No one gave me an answer. No one asked me if I was okay. Okay, so you're kind of like upset because you're saying no one helped me. No one gave me something. Okay, or nowhere. Now, again, where means place. So if I say nowhere, like for example, what are you doing this weekend? Are you going anywhere? No, I'm going nowhere. Because remember, it's a positive sentence, but the meaning is negative. So I'm not going nowhere. It means I have no place to go. Nowhere. No, nothing. Nothing. So again, thing, when it's at the end of the word, it's talking about an object or activity. So nothing, for example, again, it's a positive, but the meaning is negative. So nothing, I got nothing for my birthday. Or maybe you were in a competition, I didn't win, nothing. Okay, there was no gift, nothing, no object, so nothing. Or people usually say, did you see something? You'll say, no, I didn't. There was nothing. I didn't see anything. Or there was nothing. If I say, do you have some news? Some people say, no, I have nothing to tell you. That means I have no news to tell you, nothing. I have no special thing to tell you. So you could see that it's a positive, hi Suelam, with a negative meaning. Okay, so that's how we use these words, something, nobody, and anywhere. But there's a little bit more. As I said, there's anybody, anywhere, anything. Okay, there is someone, somewhere, something, no one, nowhere, nothing. Now again, just look at the ending. If it has the word body or one, it means it's talking about a person. If the ending is where, then it's talking about a place. And if it's a thing at the end of the word, then it's talking about an object or an activity. Okay, so let's look at some sentences using these words, something, nobody, anywhere. So for example, I have something for you. So remember, it's not specific. You're not talking about a specific object. I have something for you. So we know it's an object, a noun. I will buy something to eat. Okay, so you're not sure what exactly, but something. Another example is I will go somewhere on the weekend. Okay, you don't know where. It's not specifically for a place. I will go somewhere on the weekend. I would like to do something with you this weekend. So remember, this is an activity, but you're not sure exactly what, just an activity. I want to do something with you. I don't have anything. Okay, maybe you're talking about I don't have any money or I don't have any time. But when we say anything, I don't have anything maybe to give you. You could see that anything is the opposite of something. Because if I said I have something to give you, this is the opposite. I don't have anything to give to you. So it's used in a negative sentence. It's the same word as something, but it's the opposite meaning. We need to put anything when it's a negative. Nobody brought coffee for me today. Okay, nobody brought coffee for me today. Again, you could say nobody or no one. No one cares about Fernando except his wife. So this was an example. And if you do want to say no one, make sure it's 2 words, but nobody is 1 word. They're the same words. You can sit anywhere in the room. So remember, where is talking about a place. So it's not specific. Anywhere, here, there, anywhere. You can sit anywhere in the room. I don't have anything planned for today. So that means no plans, no activities, nothing. I don't have anything. Remember, anything is used in negative sentences. But if you look at this one, I'll do anything on the weekend. So this means any activity. It doesn't matter what. It's not specific, like saying swimming, running, dancing. It's just saying anything. Doesn't matter. Any plan. I didn't go anywhere last weekend. So we know where is talking about a location, and it's a negative sentence. I didn't go anywhere last weekend. I'm going to work somewhere. Okay, it's not specific which place, somewhere, but I don't know where. I need to do something important when I have holidays. Okay, some activity. It's not specific what, just something. Maybe reading, writing, we don't know. I have nothing to do this weekend. I wanted to buy coffee, but nobody was opened. There was nobody in the class today. I need someone to take me to work. So again, that means doesn't matter which person. It's not specific. You're not saying I need my husband to take me to work or I need my friend. It's not a specific person. It's just a person in general. I need someone to take me to work. I'm not doing anything this weekend. I want to live somewhere near the beach. Okay, so let's have a look at number 7A on page 134. We use words starting with in a question or negative. So any. So we use any in a question or a negative. Number 7(2), we use words starting with some in a positive. Yes. We use words starting with no with a positive verb, but the meaning is negative. Number B, we use body for a person. Or you could say one. We use one to talk about a person. Number 2, we use where for a place. We use thing for an object or activity. So in number 8, there's nothing interesting to do. Remember, negative sentence. Let's go home. My ticket is somewhere. My ticket is somewhere in my bag, but I can't find it. Does anybody? Yep, it's talking about a person. Does anybody want to go sightseeing with me? I need something to eat because it's talking about an object. How about a pizza? Number 5, nobody in this shop speaks English. Number 6, I didn't buy anything at the souvenir shop. Okay, so that's how we use anything. Now, if you look at number 9, we're going to read together. We did this in the last class when we talked about should. Remember, should is saying when something is very, very important or we're giving advice. So you should visit Florence in Italy. So let's read it together. Is there anywhere in the world like the city of Florence in Italy? Of course, there are other beautiful cities, but for me, nowhere else is as beautiful as Florence. There's always something to see on every street corner. And the local people are very friendly. If you get lost, you can ask somebody for directions. And after a long day, sit in a cafe and do nothing. Relax and watch the world go by. Okay, so again, that's talking about using these words: anywhere, nowhere, something, somebody, nothing. So I want you to know how to use these words very, very well. Okay, so before we read an article that's called Should I Go There? Let's just again look at using these words. Something, nobody, anywhere. If you look at the ending, make sure that's where you understand what is this word talking about. So something means an object or an activity, but it is not specific. Nobody is talking about a person. Always look at the last word. Body, that means a person. And it's not specific. It's not saying Maria or I or my husband. It's not a specific person. Okay, it's no person. So if you think like some activity, some object, no person. And if you look at the ending, where is talking about location, a place. So any place. If you can replace those last words with these words that I just said, person, place, and object, then you will understand the word so much better. So any place, okay? It's not a specific place like the beach, the church, the classroom, the hotel. It's any place. You don't know which one. It's not a specific place. Okay, so just remember, these are the words that we've learnt. Really important. Look at the ending when you see thing, body, or maybe one, or where. That's how you know what does this word mean. And look at your sentence. So if you look at, again, like the examples that we did here, is there anywhere in the world? It's talking about, is there any place? It's not asking about a person. It's saying, is there a place in the world like the city of Florence? Similar, as beautiful. If you look at the next example, for me, nowhere is as beautiful. So no place is beautiful like Florence. So remember, where means place. No place is beautiful. There's always something. What does thing mean? Object or activity. So there's always some activity. It's not specific which activity, but there's always some activity to see on the street corner. Maybe to see some food or music or dancing. There's always some activity to see. You can ask somebody for directions. So can we ask a place for directions? No. Can we ask an object for activities? No. We can ask a person, somebody, a person, for directions to show us where to go. So make sure you replace those last words with the words place, activity, and person, and then you'll understand the word more better. Sit in a cafe and do nothing. Does it say and do someone, like do a person or do a place? No, and do no activity. Just relax. Don't think about anything. Do nothing. Okay, so that's those words that we had. Something, nobody, and anywhere. You should be very, very good at understanding what these words mean.